Is Aljamain Sterling hampering Merab Dvalishvili's progress in the UFC bantamweight division? Sterling lost his bantamweight title to Sean O'Malley at UFC 292, where he was stopped in the second round. In order to reclaim his lost glory, Sterling has decided against moving up to featherweight and is extending his stay at bantamweight, which means his best friend, Merab Dvalishvili, may have to wait longer for his title shot since they won't fight each other. Luckily, Dvalishvili doesn't have a problem with it.
I'm the next guy after Aljo, so good way will be give Aljo rematch, and after that I'm just gonna wait for my title fight, and I guess we will figure it out after. But I'm just gonna fight for title next. I just don't wanna even if I have to wait 1 year or more, I will just wait. I'm good.
Recently, Sterling tweeted that he is hoping for a rematch with O'Malley in 2024. Quote, "Rematch in 2024. Game of inches. I'll be back." Some Twitter users weren't happy with Sterling's alleged selfishness. One user said, and I quote, "Bro, this isn't right. You're hampering the professional growth of Merab Dvalishvili. Move up, fight Ilia Topuria, and the winner fights Alexander Volkanovski. Merab isn't getting any younger. Allow him a run at the title. Don't be greedy, bro." Another user went as far as saying that Dvalishvili should part ways with Sterling and his coaches if he wants to succeed. Quote, "Merab picked a bad best friend. Merab should be leaving Ray Longo and calling out Aljo as soon as possible. That fight would be big considering the friend's revenge factor." MMA fans always come up with great storylines, that's for sure. But what if Dvalishvili gets the title shot next? Can he exact revenge on his buddy's behalf? Sean O'Malley's coach, Tim Welch, thinks otherwise.
Merab makes a lot of those mistakes too. Yes, he's got a scary, scary gas tank. He's going to come forward the whole time, but he reaches and he does a lot of bad stuff fundamentally too. So if that fight happens eventually, he'll probably knock Merab out too.
It's natural that Tim Welch sees holes in Dvalishvili's game, but what about the holes that Cody Garbrandt sees in O'Malley's game? Who's going to work on them, Tim? Now, there's a new twist in the tale as far as the bantamweight title picture is concerned. Dvalishvili is one of the frontrunners to face O'Malley for the title next, while Marlon Vera is another name that's being thrown in the hat. One name that nobody expected to enter the chat was UFC flyweight champ Alexandre Pantoja. In a recent Instagram story, Pantoja expressed his desire to fight O'Malley. The flyweight champ's disdain for his bantamweight counterpart dates back over 2 years when O'Malley claimed to have knocked Pantoja out during a sparring session. O'Malley had a cheeky response to Pantoja's call out, saying, quote, "It's definitely not cool to call out people below you in weight, so I definitely won't even mention that I'd knock Alex Pantoja out again." O'Malley had an easier path to a title shot than most guys in the UFC, which has made many people believe that he enjoys Dana White privilege. Is that even a thing? Darren Till thinks it's not, and I quote, "Everyone's upset about this so-called Dana White privilege. You either bring the numbers in or you don't. Guess what's going to happen when you do? The UFC's going to push you more. It's business, it's not friendship. So keep crying, all you little lick-ass trolls and lick-ass fighters. Bums, the lot of yous. So am I, so it." Till also gave his thoughts on Conor McGregor, and I quote, "Conor's never coming back in my opinion. Conor's struggling to let go. He doesn't want to let it go, but it's time to let go. He's older. He doesn't train like he used to. He's got the money and his beautiful kids, and the only problem is that he just does not want to let it go. There's going to come a day when he realizes he's fighting with himself and has to let go." Till is hoping to bag a boxing match with Mike Perry on the Prime card on October 14th, which features Logan Paul versus Dylan Dennis and Tommy Fury versus KSI. Nothing's official yet, but here's a cool poster that Till posted on his social media. It'd definitely be a fun fight if it happens. Speaking of fun fights, former UFC lightweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov recently priced himself out of a grappling match with George St. Pierre, according to Craig Jones. In his heyday, Khabib called GSP out on a number of occasions because it was his father's dream fight. However, after his father's death, Khabib retired, so a fight with the former UFC 2 division champ never happened. Khabib was recently offered a UFC Fight Pass Invitational grappling match with GSP, but he priced himself out of it after demanding a whopping $5 million.
I was with the Fight Pass guys and they were trying to ask me for opponents for GSP for ideas, and I had no idea who would be. I was just like, They asked me in the moment, I was like, I don't know. But I remember, obviously I said Khabib. I think they said Khabib wanted $5 million to do the grappling match.
Oh, wow.
I was like, whoa. Obviously that's priced himself out there. Hey,
Yeah.
those guys would be cool to see.
Yeah.
I'd love to train with those guys, feel what it's like, you know?
GSP will now face Damian Maia in a grappling contest in December. Who do you think will win? Moving on, Chael Sonnen believes Alexander Volkanovski is the most feared fighter in the UFC. The featherweight champion currently shares the #1 spot in the pound-for-pound rankings with John Jones. He is coming off a dominant victory against Yair Rodriguez and has defended his title 5 times. Oh, and many think he beat Islam Makhachev as well. Volkanovski is a mean machine, and everybody in his division fears him, according to Uncle Chael.
Alex Volkanovski is the most feared fighter in UFC history. How do I get to that conclusion? Like, that's not just an opinion. I'm looking at it. Nobody calls him out. Would you care to tell me somebody that's called out Volk? I mean, that's really an amazing thing. It is to the point that Volkanovski is calling out guys for not calling him out. We've never been in this before. This has never happened. As great as John Jones's career was, I can think of people all along that have called him. You're looking at one.
Volkanovski is expected to defend his title against Ilia Topuria next. Who do you guys think is the most feared fighter in the UFC? Mayra Bueno Silva has a passive-aggressive response to Julianna Pena's recent comments. The Brazilian recently revealed that she failed a drug test prior to her second-round submission win over Holly Holm in the main event of UFC Vegas 77 in July, citing her use of ADHD medication, not a performance-enhancing drug. Pena was quick to call her a cheat. Mayra wasn't amused, but she said she would wait for the opportunity to get her hands on Pena, and when she does, it'll be a bad night for the former champion.
I love Julianna. She's funny. She's funny, but I promise you, I don't go finish. I don't go knockout Julianna. I will smash Julianna for 5 rounds. She needs help. Your coach take your title, the title in the octagon because I will smash Julianna for 5 rounds. I promise.
Mayra also revealed why everyone wants to fight Pena. And no, it's not because UFC bantamweights think the Venezuelan vixen is one of the best fighters in the division.
Everybody want to fight with Julianna. Every girls want to fight with Julianna because Julianna is good? No, because Julianna is easy money.
Do you agree with Mayra Bueno Silva? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. To stay up to date with the latest happenings in the world of mixed martial arts and boxing, please subscribe to Takedown MMA and turn on those notifications. Thank you for your continued love and support, and we'll see you in the next one.